Thunder getting ready to ring in the new year at home, as is tradition at Paycom Center, and I've got Cason Wallace here alongside me as the Thunder's going to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Cason, this is a chance for you guys to actually get a few days at home. It's been a long time since you've had a home stand. I think this is only the third actual home stand of the season where you've had multiple games in a row at home. What does this feel like for you and this group right now?
Refreshing. I feel like us having our home court advantage for a while and just being able to go back and be comfortable, every game with our fans and, everybody being engaged is good for us.
Even despite being on the road so much here in the month of December, you're on an 11-game winning streak. You've got the best record in the Western Conference. What do you think that you guys are maybe showing yourselves about the tenacity, the mental toughness, the strength that you guys have as a unit to be able to deliver every night?
Just trying to sharpen our blade early, just being ready and wanting to compete every game and get into that 0-0 mindset that we talk about.
Yeah, and you guys had that for sure against the Memphis team the other night that was here. They were rested. You guys were coming in on the second night of a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights. What did you like best about the performance from really the first quarter on in that game?
Even though we started off slow, we course-corrected early and we played the whole 48 minutes. We got a big lead early and we kept it.
Yeah, after that first 3 minutes, it was basically a complete blowout for you guys against the Grizzlies. Now you got a Minnesota team. You haven't seen them yet this season. What's it going to take against their size, their physicality, and particularly a guy like Anthony Edwards at the point of attack?
The same thing that we've been doing, with every opponent, getting to a 0-0 mindset, locking in on the game plan, and just playing with a lot of force.
Yeah, each guy that, is sort of a headline player for an opposing team is a similar game plan, but very different in terms of what they actually bring to the table. As you look at Anthony Edwards, if you're locked onto him, what are you and your teammates in terms of the help and what you guys going to need to do? What's going to be essential in this one?
Just like all the other, superstars in the league, we got to show them a crowd, get back in transition, and just don't make it easy for them.
Cason, you continue to amaze because you do these things that you just don't see happen in NBA games. You just rip the ball out of somebody's hand. Is it one of those things that if a weak ball handler's in front of you, that it's just that ball's mine? Is that your mentality?
No matter who's guarding or whoever I'm guarding, that's my mindset. It just feels better when, it's one of the main engines.
Yeah, and this New Year's Eve game here at Paycom Center is a tradition. It's been done every single year that the team has been here in Oklahoma City. I know during the course of a season, this can feel like a second family that you've got here at the Thunder. How nice is it to kind of be ringing in the new year with this group?
It's great, and hopefully we come out with a win and go into the new year feeling good.
Yeah. All right, well, enjoy the last of 2024 and good luck in 2025. Thanks, Cason.
Thank you.
All right, that's Cason Wallace. I'm Nick Gallo, and this is Thunder Basketball. Ajay, you finally get some time back here at home. What's this like to be able to just prepare for an opponent you haven't seen yet in your own building and do that with everything you have here at your disposal?
It feels great to be back home. Great to prepare for those games. We got a lot of good games coming up, so it's great to be home, be able to prepare for those here, just be ready to play.
You're often picking up 94 feet or three-quarters court. What's your mindset in those situations, and are there any sort of guidelines or rules about what you need to be focused on in those situations?
I think just help the team and what we need. I think for me it's just separate myself from everyone else, trying to pick up full court, try to bring a lot of energy every time I step on the floor. So that's just my focus.
Ajay, because the game against the Bucks didn't technically count, you guys won 11 straight. Just how hard is it to not get lost in that number?
I think it's just a mindset, and going into every game being 0-0, not worried about what happened in the past, what's going to happen in the future, be in the moment and win every game we play.
And obviously you weren't here for last year, but that Timberwolves series was a pretty competitive series. I guess what have you learned from your teammates about what that was like last year and what it's like when they try to play these guys?
I mean, we know it's a very competitive team and it's a very good team, and every opponent we play, we're trying to win and trying to be the best team. So it doesn't really change. Just got to have the same mindset we've had for this whole season. Be aggressive, get out there, play to win.
Mark mentioned that the game's starting to slow down for you. What does that kind of look like?
I think I'm just getting used to the pace, getting used to a little bit of everything, being early on defense, being at the right spot at the right time. And I think, just watching film and then just learning from those guys, just seeing how the game is slow for them and then just learning from them. And yeah, it gets slower for me, so it's great to see.
Does playing on New Year's Eve add a little more to tonight's game?
I mean, I think not for me. I think every game is. I'm excited for every game, so it really doesn't matter. And I think that's the mindset of the whole team. We don't care when we play, who we play. It's just about how we're gonna play. So that's our mindset.
You match up there a little bit, like the Japanese player Yuki, I guess against Memphis. What did you think of him?
He's a very good player. I mean, I knew going into the game he was a very good player, and he got in, scored, made some great passes. He's a fun player to watch, and he's a good player.
Ajay, when Shea was asked about you the other night, he was just saying that if you could feel the game, you could play anywhere. I just wonder, like, where do you feel like you got most of the feel for the game from growing up?
Well, that's a good one. I'd probably say just at a young age, loving the game, first of all, being able to play no matter where I was, like playing at school, playing with some friends, playing in club in Europe. And I think my feel really started when I was young in Europe, just the way the game was taught and how I learned the game. I feel like that really helped me to understand and feel the game and be able to go out there, no matter on what team, no matter what level, just being able to go and play basketball.
And people always try to compare the differences between over there and over here playing basketball. Just what are the biggest differences for you?
I mean, I think biggest difference is just, I think at a young age we have a real focus on just the fundamentals and how the game is like played in Europe, where it's like we don't have crazy athletes like we have over here. So I think just trying to be smart, playing with more IQ, trying to play with more like pace without being fast. It's more about the passing game, more about going down the floor, making the right read. So I think that's the main focus in Europe. And I think it's great to have both worlds. I think when I was in college, definitely felt the difference in like athleticism. And I think for me it was good to get both worlds. When I started, just being able to play basketball the way it's playing in Europe, just a lot more like IQ. And then once I got here, like way more physical, more athleticism. So it's great to have both worlds.